Hello to my beautiful souls, all boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to another episode of Ta1k podcast. On this podcast, we spell talk with the one instead of an L because on this podcast, we always keep it 100. Okay, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Zay for life. I don't know where he is, but I'm taking his place. Or am I? Enjoy the episode as we talk about sports. It's getting spooky in some cities for the NFL. Tennessee is real spooky. Carolina's real spooky. New England, hella spooky. Watch me as I'm talking my shit on this Halloween week. Happy Halloween to everybody out there, all the boys and girls. I hope I scare you to death. But until next time, enjoy the episode.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of Ta1k podcast. On this podcast, we spell talk with the one instead of L because on this podcast, we always keep it 100. All right, let's get into it today. As y'all saw in the beginning of this episode, it's getting spooky. It's getting very spooky here. Happy Halloween, happy October, happy everything in life. Life is just lifing right now. Great words of Tyler, the Creator. His album just came out, so he was speaking on it as he performed. That life is lifing. That's what life is doing right now. Life is lifing, and it's getting spooky out here. Okay. We got a couple of topics we're gonna get into today. First of all, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Halloween is going to be Thursday, October 31st. Okay. If you guys plan on doing some trick-or-treating, taking the kids out, handing out candy, please be careful. It's a little bit crazy out here nowadays, so I need y'all to be careful. Keep the little ones safe. Keep yourself safe first, but keep the little ones safe for real. Watch out for other little ones. If you're going to be 16, 15, 14 years old, maybe even 17, 18 years old going trick-or-treating, please be a big brother, be a big sister, and go help out the kids. Look out for the kids. Make sure they're not getting hurt. Make sure they're not getting harmed. Make sure nothing weird is going on with them and it's probably some other weirdo. All right, protect the kids at all costs. Halloween is a perfect time to act a fool because everybody just thinks it's what it's about, dressing up and acting a fool. And so some people are really taking it serious. Some people are just playing with it, but you just never know until that time comes. But until then, have fun. Go partying. Go dress up like y'all know how you going to dress up. Men and women, go hit that party. Go take some Jello shots. Take some Saran shots. Take some chest shots. Take everything that you need to do. Have a great time and be great at it. All right. Halloween stories. I remember when I was a kid, I used to love the vampire look. I remember one time I dressed up as a ninja, a green ninja. I remember when I dressed up as, I said, a vampire before. Vampire is the only one I had to do makeup. I didn't really like them. I think that was the first and only time I did a costume with makeup. Because, dude, putting on that makeup and taking it off was BS. So I'd rather just go on a limb saying that I'd rather put on a mask like what I just had on. I'd much rather have a mask than doing makeup for a costume because that shit was, that's for the birds. I ain't gonna cap to you. That's for the birds. I want you guys to tell me in the comment section. Let me know what is your favorite costume that you had ever put on, that you ever wore. Is there a special moment on Halloween that you had? Got a lot of candy, got full-size candy bars. That for me was, I dressed up. One year I was dressed up as I want to say as a Power Ranger, either a Power Ranger or that year I was the vampire, and we ended up going to a rich neighborhood. And let me tell you something, okay? Go to these rich neighborhoods because they don't just give you out little fun size sneakers, fun size Kit Kat, couple of Jolly Ranchers, couple of Tootsie Roll Chews. They give you king size bars, okay? When I was growing up and we went to the rich white neighborhood, I ain't gonna cap to you, we got the king size bars, okay? The king size sneakers, the king size Kit Kat, the king size whatchamacallits. Yeah, whatchamacallit. If you don't know what whatchamacallits are, you are too young to be even watching this podcast, okay? But yeah, we used to get the king size everything. So yeah, pick wisely what of what neighborhood y'all gonna be going into. All right. As y'all can see, I'm the little nun. Nun. Sister Act 2, Sister Act 1. I'm a Sister Act. You feel me? I'm gonna act like a sister sometime. You know. Now that didn't sound right. It didn't come out right. It sounded good in my head, but that did not sound right coming out loud. It's getting spooky. It's getting scary. Right now it's the time to where teams in the NFL are getting towards the you're going to start putting them in categories of, are they contenders or are they pretenders, or can they have a chance? Do they not have a chance? Let's start with this team that's behind me that I'm a faithful fan of. You see the two-tone blue Tennessee Titans. We look terrible. It is spooky down in Nashville. It is very scary. Very, very scary down in Nashville. We look like frauds. We look like we don't belong. I hyped up this team all year. All summer, I hyped up this team. Tony Pollard came. I was hyping him up. I said we had one of the best receiving corps in the league. We had one of the best defenses in the league, if not the best defense in the league. We're going to have a good 1-2 punch in Jeffrey Simmons and Devondre Sweat. We're going to have a nice linebacker core. We got one of the best corners, if not the best corner in the league, in L'Jarius Sneed. We signed him to a long-term deal. Dude, everything that you can say good about the Titans, I said. And I was a little delusional with it, I'll be honest, but I still said it. I said it and I meant it. Now, no lie, they're making me eat my own words. But you can't win them all, right? And who knows? I remember, was it last year? I want to say it was last year when the Broncos and Russell Wilson was like 1-6, 1-5, 1-6, 1-7, and then they went on that 5 to 7 game run to where they were just winning, and then they had a 500 record for maybe a day, and then it just fell off again. Yeah, that's not probably about to happen for the Titans, but I'm just saying, keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. As we get down to Halloween, the candy is gonna be $1 more expensive. You already know that. The costumes are gonna be a little bit more expensive. I went to Amazon for this costume and I still feel like I paid too much. Okay, so if you didn't already get your costume for Thursday, you might as well just go make something up, or you might just be shit out of luck because you're not gonna find a good costume that fast. Like, not at all that fast. Any team that I say besides Tennessee, Cleveland looked like they was in trouble. They still in trouble, but I still say their win on Sunday versus who did they beat? The Ravens. Their win on Sunday versus the Ravens, that helps solidify you, give you more confidence in your game and in your team. And so I think what's funny is y'all need to go watch it again. Episode 17, I want to say. The first episode with me and Keith, my stepdad, the Burgess' son episode. He called it and said, that was before the season started. He said, I got Jameis Winston for comeback player of the year, and he's going to lead the Browns into the playoffs. That is very possible right now, and I am very jealous and I am very mad that he's called that right now, because what the fuck kind of sorcery is he got going on? Keith, I challenge you to let me know what you know, because I need to play some bets and win some money. We need this money, so tell me what you know so we can go win this money. But he said that, and he stood on business with it. He didn't take it back. He didn't care. He didn't care what you thought about him, what you said, but it was good. It was crazy. It was a good take, and it was crazy. Right? Yeah, we're looking pretty bad. Bengals is iffy. Browns is iffy. Bengals really is a team that we thought that was going to go back to the Super Bowl, and they're not looking too hot right now, but it's still up in the air for them. New England is gonna, I don't know what they want to do. I know Drake May got hurt, and they kind of looking at Jacoby Brissett. Maybe go to Milton, man. I think the younger you go, the better you have an outcome. Who else is in trouble now? The Panthers are in trouble. They've been in trouble. It's a lot of teams that's quote unquote in trouble. Cowboys are definitely in trouble. Cowboys, the only reason that I say that they're not really in trouble, but the only reason is, like, you're in a stack. I ain't gonna want to say super stacked, but nice stacked division where the Commanders have came out of nowhere and basically lead your division right now with the Eagles. Eagles is going to be the Eagles, and then the Giants compete, but they're not gonna do anything to make noise. But they do compete. They compete good, and so you're in a hard division, and you already got everybody against y'all, including me. Everybody hates the Cowboys, can't stand the Cowboys, and everybody's against y'all. But guess what? Y'all got to pull through the mud, get that shit out the way, and go win some games because people are counting on y'all. Not me, but people are counting on y'all. Just like I count on the Titans. They're letting me down. Y'all are letting y'all fans down. Say what you want. It is what it is. All right. So it's getting spooky in the NFL for some cities. It's getting real spooky for some teams. It's getting real spooky for some players. Some players might be gone. Some coaches might be gone. Will Levis is probably definitely going after this year. I don't like that people are wanting to fire our head coach because we just got him. We gave him Will Levis. Will Levis is a good quarterback, and we told him he was a good quarterback, and we know how Brian Callahan can develop quarterbacks, and you've seen what he did with some of the quarterbacks. But it's just not that quarterback. It wasn't a quarterback that he really pretty much picked. He saw Will Levis. He studied Will Levis, and he said, you know what, I can try to work with that. Now, it's not saying that, I can try to work with that and it's going to be a miracle. Sometimes it just don't play out like that. I think the problem with Will Levis is he came out too early trying to be like Mahomes. First of all, nobody's going to be like Mahomes, okay? Trying to get the ball out at the last second, that was some mistakes. Costly turnovers that when we're up in the game and you turn the ball over right there and they go score, this is like that hurt us a lot. And so we can never he digged up a hole that he cannot climb out of at all, and like the hole is too deep. It keeps going deeper and deeper. You're going to have the fans pissed off, rightfully so, man. We pay our hard-earned money to watch y'all play. We pay our hard-earned money to, like, even if we're not there physically at the game, we buy league passes, we buy NFL red zones, we spend our money on stuff to watch you guys play. And this is the product that you give us on the field. So, yes, people have the right to complain. People have the right to be pissed off. People have the right to call for people's jobs as far as the general manager, head coach, Will Levis, anybody, training staff, special teams coordinator. It's easy to point fingers to call, but guess what? That's why those people that are pointing those fingers and talking shit, they're like me, sitting down watching talking shit versus they're actually making a decision. And you can say what you want. Oh, if I was in the general manager, if I was the head coach, I could make better decisions than that. You probably could, but what if they don't work? Then you got everybody on your neck. Please note, fans, NFL fans out there, please note that these are real people. Everybody that you see on TV is a real person. Everybody that is associated with organizations are real people. They have families. They have people that look up to them, that admire them, that love them to death. And they hear and see what the shit that you're talking about them. They hear and see it. And yes, it might not hurt that person's feelings you're out there to aim to, but it hurts their little kid's feelings, that, you know, his little child, hurt their wife feelings, their husband feelings. Like, it doesn't matter, man. It hurts people's feelings. And then, like, it's just so hard to really make people understand what they are doing to these people as they are, like, you know, basically how it is. Yeah, hanging on to, speaking of NFL, like I said, it's getting scary in the NFL. I have a scary topic to talk about the NFL. This is what pisses me off. This is what scares me about the NFL. I absolutely hate ties. I hate that it's a W, it's an L, and it's a tie. I wish they would get rid of the ties completely. Now, this is my question to you guys. I got a question for all my football fans. For the NFL, okay, I love the overtime rules for college. All the overtime rules for college goes to high school, middle school, on younger. Now, NFL is the only football organization that I know that does ties and allow ties in the regular season. So my question for you guys would be, when NFL teams tie, should they just play it out, keep playing overtime until somebody wins the game? Or let's just say that let's just say an NFL game ends in a tie. You can leave it like that. They tie the game, but both teams receive an L in the L column. Which one you think is better? Me personally, I want to keep playing until somebody wins because that's better. But at the same time, I feel like if both teams tied at the one overtime period in the regular season, after both teams have tied, and you give both teams an L in that column, dude, I think that's going to play a big part in playoff matchups. Because let's just say really in a division, you got 1, 2, and 3. The 3 seed in that division needs somehow both teams to lose so they can jump to number 1. And let's just say those top 2 teams play each other and they tie and they both get L's, and now that third team jumps them. That will be super wild, right? That will be crazy wild. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you guys think about tie. What do you guys think about ties that's in the NFL? I hate ties. I hate that games end in tie. I wish the ties that never existed. Because I feel like it takes so much joy. Like, we just played this whole game for us just to tie. Like, I'd rather just take the L. I'd rather, if I'm both teams, let's just take the L. If that case, because none of us won. We both low key lost, and a tie is low key cheating, because if it doesn't count as a win or a loss, it's just counting as a tie. So if a team is 8-1, like, they're all of a sudden at the same level as a 9-8 team, and they're better than the 8-9 team. And it's like, well, that's kind of unfair, because, like, they're pretty much in the middle of that, and they get so much out of that for that, and which is so stupid and so shitty at the same time. I don't like it. All right. Yeah, so tell me what you guys think about their rule. When teams tie, should they play until a team wins? Keep playing overtime periods until a team wins, or should both teams take an L if they enter the tie? Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Okay. Keeping it into some NFL right now. Right now, the game of the New York Giants versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Monday night, yes. I am filming this episode on a Monday night. Okay, I don't usually do this, especially on the work week. I got work tomorrow. I really got to hurry up with this, and I got to edit it and all this. So I hate to feel like I'm rushing myself, and I hate this. To be honest, I hate to sell y'all short. Y'all be seeing my podcast, me doing 30, 40 an hour, 40 minutes an hour, 50 minutes an hour, whatever it is. And I feel like I'm going to be cutting this one kind of short, not short, but I'm going to be cutting it short because I do have stuff to do. I do got to edit this. I got to get to bed. I got to wake up at like 4 a.m. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm just watching the Giants and Steelers game. Okay. The Steelers are having a fantastic year, actually, even with both quarterbacks, Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, playing. Russell Wilson is clearly the better option. He was the better option before anybody thought that Justin Fields can compete. I still think he can compete for the QB1, but it's clear cut right now this year who's QB1, that's good for Justin Fields. Sit back, learn behind a veteran, and see how he takes things, and then you can learn from that. Right? But with that being said, the Steelers having they're on pace of having another winning record with Mike Tomlin. Okay. You know what? I got a question about that, matter of fact. And maybe it's just me because I don't hear it enough and I just don't talk about it enough like I should. But why is Mike Tomlin not considered a GOAT of coaching in the NFL? Like, when we talk about coaching, we automatically bring up Andy Reid, Bill Parcells, Jimmy Johnson, Andy Reid now. Really Andy Reid for a long time, but Andy Reid for sure now. But why don't we never talk about Mike Tomlin? Mike Tomlin came into the Steelers organization, and not one time out of his whole 15-plus career year as a Pittsburgh head coach, he had a losing season. He never had a losing season. Even when dealing with quarterback issues, you had started Mason Rudolph. You had started Kenny Pickett. You had started Damn, what's his name? Mitchell Trubisky. You started all these quarterbacks, and now you're starting Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. Like, you started all those quarterbacks I named were starting quarterbacks for the Pittsburgh Steelers at one point in time, and then he still never had a losing record. Now you can say, oh, 8-8 is losing, 9-8 is really losing on one more game. It's still not a losing record. Losing record is what the Titans are doing. We're 1-6. That's losing. Okay, the losing record. Look, Bill Belichick has had a losing record. Andy Reid has had a losing record. Okay, everybody else on name, Bill Parcells, Jimmy Johnson, everybody has had a losing record except Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is probably easily one of the best coaches to have ever stepped on foot on a sideline, and nobody gives him the right credit that he deserves for it, in my opinion. Nobody gives him the credit. I look at that as far as not disrespect, but far as we're not more knowledgeable at the game. We're only knowledgeable to what we see and what we hear daily. So what you see and hear daily is Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, two of the greatest coaching and player duo ever, right? You hear about Mahomes and Andy Reid, Jimmy Johnson and all those Cowboys championships, and Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith. Like, you hear all about those coaches. John Harbaugh, you hear about John Harbaugh even a little bit, and how he. I mean, let me say that back. I don't really hear about John Harbaugh like that, but he is in conversations. Okay, he still gets thrown into certain conversations to where you like, okay, can you throw Mike Tomlin name in there as well? Because yeah. And then pretty much all your coaches now is really everybody's looking up to that Bill Belichick standard, and they're like, yeah, we that's the standard. I mean, even Mike McCarthy, for him not to have he won a Super Bowl in Green Bay, but for him to not be really winning like he should be now, like he's still thrown in conversations of him being a great coach. And so this is why I asked, why is Mike Tomlin not even considered a GOAT of coaching? No losing season since he's been the Pittsburgh head coach. He coaches hard, and he coaches the professional team that now that everybody says, oh, they're full of divas. They're full of divas and this and that. Good night. I love you, baby. Hold on. I'll come out there and give you one. Full of divas, right? The whole league is full of divas. A lot of grown men now are full of divas. And, like, he takes them and he coaches them hard. He coaches them very hard, and he coaches them old school, man. He keeps everything in house. He doesn't entertain the drama. He doesn't like drama around anybody who is. Think about the players that you kind of find, I guess, cancerous to teams. Like, people say AB is cancerous or whatever. Le'Veon Bell. Chase Claypool had his little thing going on for a minute. Juju Smith-Schuster had his little TikTok things going on for a minute. People that they considered toxic to situations. Mike Tomlin not only welcomed that and encouraged that, he coached that. And not only coached that, he coached it hard and well, and coached it old school. And yet nobody complained about Mike Tomlin. Nobody complained about Mike Tomlin, even at their hard coaching. Nobody complained about Mike Tomlin. So that's my rant, and that's my go off about everything, because Mike Tomlin deserves a lot more credit than what he gets and what he deserves. And if it was up to me, I'm not going to be a fool and say, yeah, I would start if I had an all-time team, I would start off with Mike Tomlin, because I wouldn't. Nobody would. You would literally start off with Bill Belichick or Andy Reid, and you would start off with Bill Parcells, Vince Lombardi. Like, you start off with guys that you know, like, more than Mike Tomlin actually, or guys like that you think about. So, in the comment section, let me know. Am I reaching too much? Am I over exaggerating? Is Mike Tomlin not like that, and I'm just bullshitting? Or is Mike Tomlin like that, and he's not getting enough credit? Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about that. Okay, let's bounce to college football for a minute. Colorado. before the season started, I said that I believe in Colorado. I believe in Travis Hunter. I believe in Shedeur Sanders. I believe in Deion Sanders, and I believe in Shiloh Sanders as well. But I believe in the whole Sanders project. I believe in Colorado. I think they still are going into the playoffs. I said it before. They're going to go to the playoffs. They are in position right now to, if they win out the rest of their games, they're in position to possibly win the Big 12 championship and go on and possibly go to the playoffs. Even if they don't go to the playoffs, their win versus Cincinnati this past weekend got them bowl eligible. So they're going to a bowl regardless, which is amazing. And you're not going to think about it right now. The year before Deion got there, they won one game. Okay, the year that he did get there, his rookie coaching season, they won about 3 or 4 games, but they won. They was 3-0 at one point, to where they was 1-9, 1-10 the year before, and they won 3 in a row to start off the season. They had a rocky road, and they had to come together, but they was fresh and they was new. Now look, they're bowl eligible. They're 6-2. They easily have a way better team than they did 2 years ago. Even last year have a better team than they did last year. And I believe in 12, and I believe in 2, and I believe in 21. I believe they all three should be in All-American conversations. Travis Hunter needs to be in the Heisman conversation. Shedeur needs to be in the Heisman conversation. The amount of pressure he takes, the amount of hits he takes, and he still does what he needs to do, he needs to be at that top of the conversation. And nobody talks about that. People put Cam Ward over Shedeur. No problem there. Don't get me wrong. I think Cam Ward is great. You want me to be honest? As an Oregon fan, when I found out Cam Ward was when I found out he was going to the NFL, I was kind of like, damn. I wasn't like, damn, like, why is he going to, but I was more of like, I wish he would have stayed one more year in school. And then when he came and said, I'm going in the transfer portal, I begged and pleaded that we get Cam Ward. I wanted Cam Ward on Oregon. I thought Cam Ward was the perfect best fit in Oregon. I thought he was the best fit in Oregon. And when I saw that we actually signed Dylan Gabriel, or I don't want to say signed, when we actually got Dylan Gabriel in the transfer portal, I'll be honest with y'all, I was kind of hating. I didn't like that. I didn't think Dylan Gabriel was good in Oklahoma. I don't think he did that much at Oklahoma to show me like, oh yeah, he's the next. He didn't do that much, in my opinion, to show me that, oh yeah, he's a great quarterback. So that's why I was kind of upset. That's why I was kind of pissed off. But Dylan Gabriel has shut me the hell up. Okay, and I'm proud that he has. It's my team. I love Oregon. I'm going for them every week. I never cheered against them. Okay, anytime he's on that field and he's wearing that yellow and green, or that green and yellow, green and white, whatever we got on, that pink, that black, whatever jerseys we got on, I go for Dylan Gabriel. He is my guy. But I will tell y'all, he's really not my guy when that game is over. I just don't. It's just something about him, man. And that's the thing. I think it is. He's going to be the quarterback that somebody I really don't like, but it's going to be real good. Especially maybe going to the league. He's going to be real, real good. And you never know. All right, but Cam Ward, I wanted Cam Ward on Oregon. I thought he was the best quarterback in the country. When I watched him, and think about it, at the time, Oregon is in the Pac-12, so I seen him play. I seen him at Washington State play, and he was cold, and he was good, and I loved him, and I wanted him in Oregon. But went to Miami. Can't be mad. Can't be really mad. They talk about Carson Beck being better than Shedeur. You talk about even Dylan Gabriel being better than Shedeur. Quinn Ewers being better than Shedeur, and it's a lot of quarterbacks that's probably getting put up over Shedeur. But I'll tell you one thing, Shedeur is the most poised, the most mature quarterback in this draft coming in. Now, although the quarterbacks that I name are mature and they're well-rounded and they're well-skilled, but when I say mature, I mean football field mature. Now, you're going to say, well, he always puts up his wrist and he's always bragging like he did. Like, those are characteristics to where he has so much confidence in himself. I'm not saying about that. What I'm saying is when you look on the field and you see that they're down 7 and it's 3 minutes left and they're on their own 5-yard line, I never see an ounce of panic in Shedeur. I never see him be frustrated while you're trying to make this comeback. He's keeping it calm, he's keeping it poised, and he's telling his boys what he wants and wants to do. And that's why I say Heisman race should be Shedeur and Travis Hunter in there. Now, somebody whose name is in there, but I think is probably going to win the Heisman is Ashton Jeanty. Now, this is what's pissing me off about Ashton Jeanty, because I seen a post where he's like shattering like a lot of records from older running backs, Reggie Bush, Derrick Henry, guys who won the Heisman, right? He's shattering those records right now, and with less games, and really less carries with less games for real. And I seen somebody say, because they compared him to Derrick Henry and compared him to Reggie Bush and all those other ones that was in the conversation, the Heisman or won the Heisman, and they sit there and they say, well, he's doing it in this conference, not a Power 5 school. Let me tell y'all something. Shut the fuck up with that shit. Please, shut the fuck up. I'm sick and tired of hearing people complain about college, especially collegiate athletes that are just dominating. Well, they're not in a top conference. They're not in this and that. First of all, bro, when you go to college and you play a sport in college, you are putting your ballot in like an internship. You're putting your name into this internship to go to whatever it is. For basketball, NBA, football, NFL, baseball, MLB, soccer, MLS, or World Cup. Play for your country. Water polo, they got professional water polos out there. Polo itself, they got professional polo. Lacrosse, professional lacrosse. Hockey, every sport that you go to college for, that's like putting my name into an internship for me to go to the league or go professional. All right, and so my pet peeve with that is I hate people saying Power 5 conferences matter. No, they don't. Okay, yes, I get it. I've experienced where when I was in high school, we went to go. We was a nice size high school in Jackson, Tennessee. Okay, we one year, my senior year, went to go play Brentwood Academy. If you don't know what Brentwood Academy is, it's a rich ass school that's in Nashville. Okay, Brentwood Academy looks like a college campus, right? Now, even going into that game, they have future NFL athletes on that team. Derek Barnett, defensive end he used to play for the Eagles. I don't know if he still do, but defensive end used to be Eagles. He was on that championship team. Derek Barnett was on that Brentwood Academy team. Okay, so you got him and other players that are going to D1 or possibly to the NFL, right? We're not on their level at all. We're not. Even our coach said, hey, play the right way, you won't get hurt. Not we'll win. Play the right way and you won't get hurt. All right. And so even then they kind of pissed me off going to that game, because the way that I am, man, I don't care. You can have whoever you have on that team. Okay. The X's and O's are better than ours. Your players are better than ours. Your meal plans are better than ours. Your meal prep are better than ours. Your game preparation are better than ours. Everything is better than us by 1,000. But I tell you one thing, like Cat Williams said in their interview, okay, you might be better on paper by far, but let's line up. And it's all about show me why you're the best. This is why sometimes I get killed. My ego gets shot down, or my confidence gets shot down, because people around me that I love would kill my confidence when I say, look, that's the best, whatever he is. Okay, prove to me why you're the best. And now if I lose or get blown out, okay, you said you were the best. Prove to me why you're the best. And I've done this in everything: football, playing 2K, playing video games, just going and just doing friendly competitions. Oh, you can't beat him in rock, paper, scissors. Okay, then show me why. Show me why I can't beat you. So this is what pisses me off, and this is what gets me going, and this is what grinds my gears. For y'all to say Ashton Jeanty is only doing this in in a non-Power 5 conference really it's stupid, man. It's really stupid because you're discrediting a young man who is doing something so amazing just because of the school that he's going to. I'm sorry that maybe he didn't look good on tape for Alabama to recruit him, or for Tennessee to recruit him, or for Oregon to recruit him. He didn't look good on tape. So guess what? Boise State came and got him, and now he's doing what he's doing. Oh well, the conference. Shut up. Just shut up. Because last time I checked, the SEC is supposed to be the closest thing to the NFL. The closest. SEC is the closest thing to the NFL. And you know who's in the SEC? Vanderbilt. You know how long Vanderbilt has been trash? Trash in the SEC. And they keep being in there. And they're an easy win, but nobody complains about them. Now they're good this year. They're decent this year. But nobody complained about them being in the SEC, taking up a spot. They was taking up a spot in the SEC for somebody else who was real good to go. But no, nobody complained about that. Stop trying to separate the conferences, separate the competition, because it's unfair to these players. These players go out just like Alabama, just like Texas, just like Ohio State. Lindsey Wilson College, Lane College, let's see, even Butler Community College. Those colleges do the same recruiting, get the same, not the same athletes, but they do the same recruiting. They go after the same people, and they get the athletes that they get, and they work their ass off to put the product on the field. And so for you all to be bashing just because it's not Alabama product is probably not good. Like, be honest, any running back on Alabama right now, are they better than Ashton Jeanty? I don't think so. But I will say, I'm sick and tired of hearing the Power 5 schools. I'm sick and tired of hearing, the conference. I'm sick and tired of hearing all that because it's just excuses. It's excuses for you to win an argument that's stupid. I'm sorry that the SEC is considered one of the best, closest things to the NFL when I think everybody is really losing in the SEC. There's only like 2 undefeated teams in the SEC. And then on top of that, like, bro, it's just like I said earlier, man. I'm not afraid of no smoke. So if you sit here brag all day and this and that, I'm this and that, and you got people vouching, yo, he is like that. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad that you feel like that. And I'm glad you feel confident. But nigga, line up and let's go. Show me. Prove to me why. Prove to me right now. Why do they call you the best? Why do you feel like you're the best? Till then, I don't know. But I think Ashton Jeanty definitely deserves a Heisman as well. It's literally 3 candidates that deserve the Heisman that they can go to any one of them, and I'll be happy anyway. Kawhi Leonard did not start off the season. He is hurt out indefinitely until we get an update. That is one thing that I'm not going to lie to you, pisses me the hell off because, dude, I talked about Tua probably retiring. You need to probably think about retiring because you can't get on the court. It's frustrating watching somebody as great as Kawhi Leonard not be able to be on the court. And why is he not on the court? With that being said, if Kawhi Leonard plays this year and they actually do decent and go to the playoffs, I can see him coming back to the Clippers and they doing their thing. But if he doesn't even play, or if he plays and they get bounced out again in the first round, it's time to blow up that Clippers team. Completely blow it up. And I would not be surprised if Kawhi Leonard makes a trip back down south to San Antonio to reunite with the Spurs. Kawhi, Chris Paul, Victor Wembanyama. I think that would be, I ain't gonna say championship team, but that would be a nice stepping stone for Victor Wembanyama's career. He's got one now with Chris Paul. Let me know what you guys think. Kawhi back to the Spurs would be crazy, or is that accurate? I don't know. Boston is going crazy. Thunder is still winning too. Nuggets is going to be good. We did our basketball predictions last week. Go check out that episode. Speaking of basketball, please, everybody, please tell me that y'all saw Y'all saw that Dwayne Wade statue. Get the fuck out of my face with that. Who the fuck was that? Who was that? That was Lawrence Fishburne, man. Fuck all that. Nah, man. That was bad. That was pretty bad. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. You can't. First of all, you're a multi-billion, not even multi-million, multi-billion-dollar franchise, multi-billion-dollar organization. You have people like Shaq that ran through your organization. LeBron came through your organization. Alonzo Mourning, Tim Hardaway Sr. Dude, there's so many people that's been in your organization and that gave it to your organization and brought revenue to your organization that you mean to tell me that Dwayne Wade's statue can't at least look like him? At least look like him. Everything looked like him except the face. Legit. Everything else looked like him except the face. And that was pretty bad. Pretty bad. Yes. Miami Heat, y'all ought to be ashamed of y'all damn selves. Y'all need belt to ass to this day. Until then, yeah, belt to ass needs to be happening right now. Pat Riley, you know better. Pat Riley, you definitely know better. So episode 27 is here and going. Halloween, happy Halloween. It's been a good day. It's been a good week. We're gonna have an even better week at the end of the week when we have our little Halloween parties. I'll take the kids out, go trick or treating. I'm going to wear this costume, so I will be posting some more pictures. But until then, thank you guys for watching Talking on the Podcast. Another episode down. We got plenty more to go. Okay, this is the Halloween special. It's going to be short and sweet. Well, not really short, but definitely sweet. It's a good one, okay? Thank you guys. As y'all saw in the beginning, I hope y'all have a pleasant ending because that beginning scared the hell out of y'all, didn't it? I know it did. No, it didn't. Man. But still, thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time, episode 28. Appreciate you guys for listening and carrying on and being with me, hanging out with me. Till next time, thank y'all. Zay for Life is out.